The second project in the project group is an advanced sample for SQL Server. In this project, there is a folder called Migrations which contains a unit for each entity. This is a significant difference compared to the simple usage approach, as adding migrations is also done differently. Let's open one of them, such as the TB users. We have several version classes that inherit from a class called tMigrationX. However, the simple sample is utilizing a different class called tMigration. tMigrationX utilizes a class-level attribute to gather information on various versions. When creating a new class, it is important to include an attribute called tCustomAttribute for versioning information. Additionally, the class should have two procedures for upgrading and downgrading that override the abstract method of the parent class. Please be aware that I have included the version number in the names of the classes. To upgrade, we'll be using the same table creation script that's used in simple mode. We have a helper object defined in a helper unit that provides an instance of the SQL connection class. This class is a singleton and is helpful for executing scripts. Actually, the queries that will be executed later will utilize this connection object. This object contains various methods for executing scripts. For my example, the first version creates a table, version 2 adds field 2, and version 3 adds field 3. Other units such as invoice have their own versions of classes. The same goes for the customers unit. This approach makes it easy to implement, maintain, and document different units. In this initialization, we follow the same process as the simple mode. However, there is a slight difference when it comes to adding migrations to the runner's migration list. You can either use the modern or classic style, depending on what works best for you and your coding preferences. Personally, I find the modern way easier. Whenever a new migration is added, simply place it in the appropriate location or use the classic method if you prefer. This structure is extremely clean and ready for further development. You can add inline comments, XML comments, or create a full history of this entity and dependencies of this table. This is very useful for new developers to avoid mistakes. Let me empty the database. Same as simple mode, you should initialize, add migrations, and run the migrator using the runner object. Now I refresh the database side, and as you can see, we have our entities. And regarding downgrade, let's say we want to downgrade to version 2, so the field image link based on our structure in version 3 will be removed. For other databases, refer to the relevant sample. The structure is the same, template is the same, but the syntax could be different. Let me finish this video here, and I will explain about the ORM sample in the next video.